done. Yes, and guys, so today I'm going to be running you through exactly what I eat on a day-to-day basis to maintain my physique. So if you don't know me, my name's Sam Board. I've been in the fitness industry for quite some time now. I run my own online coaching business alongside my twin brother James, and my goals recently have shifted from getting bigger to kind of just maintaining a lean physique year round. I've managed to do this for, the good part of a year now, staying about this current shape. And I'm going to show you exactly what I eat on a day-to-day basis when I'm traveling or just living at home and maintaining this physique. So meal one, well, not really a meal, but meal one is literally just an iced coffee. So I push my first proper meal back around 2 hours in the day. I just wake up, get an iced coffee in, and then crack on with some client check-ins. So today is a Wednesday. It's not crazy busy in terms of check-ins, but we're gonna smash a few of those out now for the first block of the day, and then we're gonna crack on with meal one. All right guys, so first meal of the day, which I eat every single day, is an omelette with 3 eggs, 3 egg whites, 100 grams of mushrooms, pre-sliced because I'm lazy, and then 50 grams of onion as well. So the reason I actually have this first thing in the morning every single day is just because minimal carbs, and the second I have carbs, I feel like it makes me want more food, and it's harder to stick to my calorie goal. And it just seems to satisfy me for a couple hours before I actually feel like I need anything else. So this is literally what I've started my day with for as long as I can remember. The veg I sometimes mix up with peppers and things like that. But yeah, and the reason I add this veg is just for volume really, guys. If you ever eat eggs, you'll know that 3 eggs and 3 egg whites really isn't much food at all. And it will just be some small thing on your plate. But by adding all of these mushrooms and onions, I've literally added about 30-40 calories to the meal, and it pretty much doubles the size of the meal. So we use spray light as well, so literally just 1 or 2 calorie spray. So one of the main reasons, well, there's a few reasons why people typically slip up when they're dieting, and one of them is oils. They spend all day, every day actually sticking to their calorie goal and eating the foods that they're meant to be eating, but then they put tablespoons of oil with every single meal. There's just short of 200 calories in a tablespoon of oil. To give you an idea, the average female uses around 2,000 calories a day. So if you want to be in a deficit and you're eating maybe 1.5 to 2,000 calories and you're slapping in tablespoons of oil with 200 calories each, it really adds up quickly. So using a spray light where you can have 1 or 2 calorie spray puts you in a really, really good spot. So that's 90 grams of egg whites, which is the equivalent of around 3 egg whites, and then 3 whole eggs. And one thing I actually learned, which helps, oh shit, I was gonna say it helps to smack them together, but that doesn't work as well. If you just tap them together, only 1 egg will crack. Little trick I learned from the pancake maker in Turkey. Changed my life. There we go. So guys, here we have it, meal one, which is 3 eggs, 3 egg whites, 100 grams of mushroom, and 50 grams of onion, which is a total of 291 calories and 34 grams of protein. So like I said, it's gonna fill you up nicely, it's minimal calories, and when you're trying to maintain a lean physique, it's 3,000 calories a day, which is what I eat. Might seem like a lot to some people, but at my body weight, it's easy to get hungry. So if I was to eat shitty foods all day, I'm gonna get full pretty quickly. Well, I'm gonna run out of calories really quickly and be hungry. But this is meal one, and it's treated me well for as long as I can remember.
Nice.
Okay guys, so pre-workout meal is gonna be fish and rice. So the main protein sources I eat on a day-to-day basis are chicken, barramundi, and that's about it really, sometimes tuna. And then for my carb sources, it's predominantly things like rice and cereal and things like that. But the best thing you can kind of do here is make sure that you bulk cook. The last thing you want to be doing is cooking every meal as they come. So luckily today I've actually run out of everything, so I'm going to show you exactly how I prep everything up. So in terms of the rice, I'll typically cook around 600 grams dry weight. So around 20 to 30 grams of salt. and then it's a 2-to-1 ratio of the water. And then I just keep this bulk cooked in the fridge, which I can separate each day for my meals. So like I said, the last thing you want to be doing is cooking every single meal as they come. And then same with the chicken and the barramundi. I cook up 1 kilo of each of those at a time, and then they're just sit in the fridge, and I just come back to them as and when I need. Because typically I have 2 to 3 meals a day, which will be chicken or fish with some rice. So the seasoning that I use is all-purpose seasoning. I literally use this with everything, nice and easy. I just coat my chicken and fish in that, and then that just goes in the air fryer for about 23 minutes, and then it's good to go.
A few moments later.
All right guys, here we have it. So meal 2, which is my pre-workout meal. So I typically have this around 30 to 40 minutes before I train. So we've got 200 grams of barramundi, or just any white fish is fine. We've got 300 grams of jasmine rice cooked weight, and then 25 grams of dark chocolate. Now the reason I have this is because this stuff is really easy to digest. So if I'm about to go to the gym now, the last thing you want to put in your body is something that's going to take 2-3 hours to digest. So anything like red meat, potatoes, anything that is going to sit in your stomach and, you know, cause any bloating, or you're not actually going to digest the food and get the most out of the food for the session, because that's what this is. It's my fuel for my session. So stick to stuff that you can digest easy. I got rubbish digestion. Rice and white fish are absolutely perfect. A bit of dark chocolate as well, just for a bit of extra energy there. And then in terms of sauces that I use with most of my meals, I just typically stick to lower calorie options, but stuff that I still enjoy. So this barbecue here is like 30 calories per serving, so not much at all. Again, another place where people kind of mess up when they're trying to stay lean or get lean is they will just go for really high calorie sauces, so they won't take into consideration the calories for the sauces. I'm not actually tracking this. I don't track my sauces, but the rule I kind of apply is to stick to the lower calorie options and then stay consistent with the amount I use. So you can easily rack up 200-300 calories again, just adding the wrong sauce to your meal if you're going for something like mayonnaise or something like that and you don't go for the lower options. So typically I stick to either barbecue, ketchup, Nando sauce, hot sauce. Yeah, they're probably the main ones, or any pasta sauce really, which is low calorie. But I'm gonna dig into this one now, and then we're gonna head to the gym and smash out a session. So guys, back from the gym. So the next meal is a post-workout meal. So a post-workout meal is something that I have, you know, as soon as I finish training every single day. And what we're going for here is a good amount of carbohydrates and a good amount of protein, and ideally low fats, because if you put fat in this meal, it's going to slow your digestion down, and we really want to get this food in ASAP. We've just had a big session. Glycogen stores are pretty much empty, so we want to make sure we're filling those up. So usually I go with either cereal or oats. So today we're just going to go with oats, and we're just going to have about 70 grams of those. Again, I'm going to throw some salt in the bowl. So you'll see I've heavily salted literally everything that I've kind of been eating today. And that is because we need both water and sodium to efficiently uptake carbohydrates. The higher you can get both of these within reason, the better. So I typically put around 3 grams of salt with each meal, and then I go for around 6 liters of water a day. And then with the oats, it's just going to be 70 grams. And a 3-to-1 ratio with the water. I just stick that in the microwave. And the toppings on that, we're gonna go with 1 banana and 50 grams of blueberries. And then alongside that, we're gonna have protein shakes. So as you guys know, I typically work with EHP. I've only been back in Australia for the last 2 weeks. I'm still waiting on my shipment of that stuff to come out. So I'm having some old stuff that I got in the cupboard, which is, what even is it? International Protein. So you'll see there, that's a WPI, that stands for whey protein isolate. So I do literally only drink whey protein isolates. I wouldn't drink a concentrate or a casein. Again, following on from what I said earlier, my digestion absolutely sucks. You know, if you fart at all after you have protein, or if you get any bloating, that's because you're not digesting it properly. And that's typically from the lactose content inside the protein. So what you want to do is stick to a whey protein isolate. It's a lot more refined and it gets rid of pretty much all the lactose content. So I would class myself as lactose intolerant, but I get on absolutely fine with a WPI. And if you were to put me anywhere near a whey protein concentrate or a whey protein casein, it's going to put me in a bad state. So I recommend getting some of that. And the one I use is from EHP Labs. It's called Isopept. Tastes, in my opinion, a lot better than this. I usually blend it up with ice and it comes out like, it literally tastes like a vanilla milkshake. So I either go with vanilla or strawberry. And yeah, one of my favorite meals of the day. But I'm just gonna wait for those oats to cook up and then we're gonna get this down. So here we have it, guys, post-workout meal, which like I said is 70 grams of oats, 50 grams of blueberries, 65 grams of banana, and then my whey protein isolate, which comes to 451 calories. So a nice lowish calorie meal with plenty of carbohydrates and plenty of volume as well. You'll see that all the meals I'm going for, I add as much volume as I can to. So those blueberries have literally added 21 calories to the meal, and then the banana has added 58 calories to the meal, but it's just made it much, much bigger. I've cooked these up with water rather than milk. To me, it tastes the exact same. And again, just putting milk in there is wasted calories. It means I'm gonna have to undereat on other stuff. And then the whey protein isolate, like we said, is nice and easy to digest. But perfect post-workout meal, in my opinion. You could switch this up for cereal or rice cakes or anything, again, which is nice and high volume and a carbohydrate-based food. But we're gonna get this one down. I'm gonna head back and do a couple more hours of client work, and then we're gonna meet you again for meal 4. There we go, guys, back in the kitchen for meal 4. So this one, we're gonna keep it nice and low calorie, just because in the evening I do like to have a nice big meal with my girlfriend. So we're gonna go for around 50 grams of salad. Just stick that one in there. There we go. 40 grams there. A little bit of cucumber. So we go about 35 grams of cucumber, and then we're gonna go for 150 to 180 grams of chicken breast. So the reason I kind of go for a meal like this now is just because there's 180 grams there. Just because, like I said, I'm going for 6 meals a day, and that's squeezed across 3,000 calories. So I do like a couple of my meals just to be really low calories so that I can have like 3 big meals a day. Again, I don't track the sauce, but I just go for a low calorie option like this one. If you're just picking random salad dressings, again, some of them are stupidly high in calorie, so I'd avoid those. But I'm gonna get this one down now, and then I'm gonna go chill in the sun for a bit and catch a bit of a tan. So guys, meal 5, and we've got 100 grams of high protein cereal. So we don't have much stuff like this in the UK. This stuff's called Milo, you can get it in Australia. Just a chocolate cereal, which is high protein. I'm then going for 2 sticks of dark chocolate Kit Kat. I go for dark chocolates, again I'm lactose intolerant. And then I'm going for a banana as well. And this comes to about 790 calories. With the Milo, I've used unsweetened almond milk because, again, it's easy on the digestive system, there's no lactose in there, and it's low calorie as well. So volume, again, is pretty key here, but at the same time, I want to have loads of nice stuff. So I've got my Kit Kat in there, I've got my banana, and I've obviously had some good food today as well. So I'm going to get this one down, I'm going to go for a walk with Amy, come back, and I'm going to see you at meal 6.
You wanna dance, you don't know how to get it on the floor, man, don't hold back for anyone. Your eyes, just follow the inner light. You count on me.
So guys, meal 6 and the final meal of the day. So this is a meal I usually mix up the most. So we're going for tonight literally just 100 grams of pasta, cooked dry weight, a can of tuna, and then some light mayonnaise. So typically, the way I like to approach my food and the way I recommend a lot of my clients approach their food is having a mixture of structure and flexibility. So what I mean by this is, you either get a macro tracking approach or a meal plan approach. Now, meal plans can be incredibly restrictive, as in you have to eat the exact food on the meal plan in front of you. tracking approach, if not done right, people kind of just wake up with no kind of structure and things just don't go well at all. So I recommend having 3 or 4 meals a day, which is the exact same meals every single day, and then in the evening you've got the same amount of calories left, which you can kind of mix up with how you feel. I'm feeling a bit lazy tonight, so let's just go with tuna pasta, but we're going to whip that one up now. I'm going to get the total calories and macros up on the screen for you and kind of show you what we got. There we go, guys, meal 6, which is the final meal of the day, which, like I said, is 100 grams of pasta, 130 grams of tuna drained weight, and then a little bit of light mayo. So I'm just going to get up the total calories and macros for that meal for you. So that meal comes to around 500 calories, which brings the total calorie amount for the day to 2,982 calories. So for anyone out there who wants to maintain a lean physique, this is exactly what I eat on a day-to-day basis to actually stay lean. Your calorie amounts can be different to you, so you've got to find your maintenance calories and stay there. But on this amount of calories, I feel good, I look good, everything's moving nicely, I'm not hungry, I've got good energy, and that's the position you want to keep yourself in. But I'm going to wrap this vlog up here. If you guys enjoyed this one, then make sure you hit that like button, and I've got plenty more videos just like this one coming your way, so make sure you subscribe as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.